Hi there, Ann Ford calling in from Ojai, California. I'm wearing my hydrogel patches. As you can see, they stick to your face. Hi, Ashley. I'm wearing my patches because as soon as I logged into Zoom, I realized that I needed my eye gel patches. So I thought I'd show you how to put them on. There they are, right next to my eye. And they stick on. You know, the heat of your body keeps them on. So I was telling Michelle and Leanne that I keep mine in the refrigerator so that they're extra um, lovely to put on, but you don't have to. So I just want to start with a few opening comments. The reason why we're circling up on a Zoom to do some training, and this is going to be one of however many, where we can do these for as many as you want. I also want to offer my own services as a coach. This is what I do as a national marketing director in Nerium, is I train people, not just my own team, but the whole company. So, you know, it's the type of business where you find someone who has what you want and then you do what they've done, because you'll find if you interviewed every single national marketing director, those are the six-figure earners, that they've all done the same thing to be successful. There is a system here. So I'm not trying to intimidate you that it's a complicated system or that it's difficult to learn. It's just that at the beginning, it looks so simple that you think you can do it without any help. And what we want to do is make it elegant and simple and methodical and easy for anybody to do with however much time you want to devote to this. It could be 20 minutes a day. But if you're following the system, you're more likely to catch a fish than it. And by catching a fish, I don't mean signing someone up. It means taking someone to look at the information or to try the products as a preferred customer. So what we're doing with this business essentially is bringing the products to the people. Those are customers. We're bringing the products to your patients in the office, and we're also bringing the products to your network. If you want to really go wide, so to speak, go big, you need to think numbers. It is a numbers game of the people that look at the information, which is step one. I want you to see what I'm doing. There's a percentage of people who are going to be curious, are going to be really interested, or maybe even sign up on the spot. And there are people who are going to want more information. So that's where you need the coaching, is to teach you how to take them from one exposure to the next and keep that interest going. Because some people need to see 4, 5, 6 things, and some people just get it right away. And some people get it and say no right away. So you never know. So we're bringing the products to the people, we're bringing products and the opportunity to your network, and we're finding other people who want to do the same. And that's where you start to really rank advance and make the good money, the big money, the money that makes your heart go pity pat. And we're going to do all of that using a third-party tool, all of it. So a third-party tool is something or somebody other than you, meaning the pictures are a third-party tool. The videos in the back office under Go Prospect are a third-party tool. A Zoom call that's intended for prospects is a third-party tool. Somebody or something else is delivering the message. Your extra products in your box, if you've got extra products in your kit, are a third-party tool. Hey, let's try this on you. If you let me take some pictures, you can borrow this night cream and day cream for 5 nights, six nights. I wouldn't do more than a week. And let's just see if we see a difference in the picture. Some people see a difference right away. But even if you don't, you might feel a difference on your skin and want to order a whole month's supply with the 30-day money-back guarantee and really have an experience of these products. show pictures, pictures, because that's going to make them be like, wait a minute, is that real? That looks like that's photoshopped. And you'd be like, no, that's my friend Ann. She was on the Zoom the other night. That's not Photoshop. We also have Facebook groups, 2 Facebook groups. One is Ann Ford's Bulletin Board, and that's for us to discuss the business. So if you have a question, you can put it on that, and maybe someone else besides me will answer it. There's a lot of people on that page who are successful, something like 1,900 people on that page. So it's a really good place to gather information about the business. We have a second Facebook group called Making People Better, ! There's a few Making People Betters. Ours has an exclamation point. And that is for seeing pictures or for hearing testimonials about our wellness products. Now that's cool, because if you have your cousin who is interested in the products, you can ask your cousin if you can add them to the Making People Better! Facebook page. That way, he or she is going to see pictures posted by all kinds of people multiple times a day. And if they really don't want to be part of that group anymore at a certain point, they can just leave the group. It's very, very easy. But it's another third-party tool. So I hope you're writing that down. If you're not already a part of that group, ask to join Making People Better! I'll let you into the group. It's a fantastic resource. And you don't have to spend time doing anything. The group does it for you. It's great. I want to mention a few things. I've got some other Zooms scheduled for this week, and we can talk about this together at the end with question and answers. But 8 o'clock your time on Wednesday, we were going to do a Zoom for prospects. So that means Ashley and I will be on, and we'll do a really super quick testimonial. She'll do it, I'll do it, and then I'll go through the PowerPoint. Now, if you've watched the replay of the one that we've done before, it's going to be very similar, but they're always different. You know, it's somehow people respond to a human being talking to them as opposed to a video. So you can always use the replay of that. Sometimes it doesn't record. Zoom seems to have a fairy that decides if it's going to record or not. I don't know. And we can also do something on Friday night or on Sunday night, either a training or another prospecting Zoom. It's up to you. And we can talk about everybody's schedule and what might be the best fit for anybody as far as scheduling those Zooms. But I do know that there's one at 8 o'clock on Wednesday night for your friends. So why don't we just start there about how you would invite to that Zoom. Now, one of the big keys to inviting effectively to the Zoom is to reach out to somebody personally. Michelle and I were just talking about this. Like, it works better than a group text or a group email, which can come off rather impersonal, and sometimes people don't even know what it's about, so they just don't think it's for them, or they might think you've been hacked. So if you're messaging someone with a text or a Facebook message, you can say, Sally, I have something really cool I want to talk to you about. It's a little time sensitive. Are you available now to have a quick chat? You want to take them to a phone call. Now, this may seem like a real unnecessary extra step because you think, why should I just be talking to one person when I could be talking to a whole bunch of people? The reason why it's good is because if you're talking to Sally, if you've reached out to Sally and you get them on the phone, you can say, you know, I don't have a lot of time, but I definitely thought of you because I've started something that's going to allow me to make extra income that I'm super excited about. I think I found a way to, and then you fill in the blank. I think I found a way to not have to rely on the performing arts for the rest of my life for my income and wait for someone to hire me before I make money. You could say, I think I found a way to travel more. I think I found a way to send Johnny to college. I think I found a way to not have to work 8 to faint for the rest of my life. I think I found a way to make an extra $500 a month. Whatever it is that you're in it for, tell them why you're doing what you're doing and lead with that. Sally, I thought of you. I'm really excited about something. Started a side gig, and I wanted to reach out to you in particular because I think I found a way to not have to work 8 to faint for the rest of my life, trading time for money. I don't know if this would be for you or not, but we're doing a Zoom call on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. And I'm doing it with one of my coaches, one of my mentors in the company. And she's just going to share with everybody who's on what it is that we're working on. Now, Sally inevitably is going to say, what is it? And you're going to say, I want to show everybody at the same time because I don't have time to go into it, but I think I've found a way to not have to work 8 to faint for the rest of my life. You repeat your why. And she might be intrigued and just say, you know, I thought of you because you see clients all day long. You see patients all day long who come in about their concerns about their skin. I know that you're a go-getter. I know that you might be able to use an extra $500, an extra $1,000 a month. I'd love for you to just take a look at this. As I said, I don't know if it's for you or not. Now that's great to throw in because they know they're not going to be sold a bill of goods. If you can include, I have no idea if this would be something for you, but I want you to look at it and just give me your feedback about it. You know, I want you to see what I'm doing to provide another stream of income for myself. That would probably get her on the Zoom. Then you send the link via text. I'm sending you the link. Can you be on at 8 o'clock? If you ask them directly, if I send you this link, will you join us? It's a accountability thing. You're asking, if I send you this video, this Zoom link, all you have to do is click it. Do you think you can come? And then just wait for the answer. Can you come? Crickets. There it is. Let her say, yeah, I think I can be on. If she says, no, I have an appointment that night, I have to go to the dentist or whatever it is, then say, all right, I can, if I send you the replay after we do it, will you take a look at it? I'm really excited about it. I'd love for you to see it. And then you're just being you. You're not trying to sell them on, you're not asking for their money. You're asking for their time. Just keep that in mind. You're not asking for their money, you're asking for their time. So this business is really simple once you get the hang of it, and it's really fun. But at the beginning, you're gonna need some coaching. So I wanna offer that I'm available to help you whenever you want help. And I'm gonna type in my phone number for anybody who's watching this in the chat. Hope you can see the chat and the replay. Who knows? I don't know. It's 805-294-0055. One last thing I want to mention, then we can open this up for questions. And I'm so glad Ashley's here because she's like the queen of finding customers in her office, and she's your go-to source for that. Is we're rebranding on February the 1st. The company is rebranding as Neora, N-E-O-R-A. So it's going to be a whole new page for this already award-winning, record-breaking company. And nothing is going to change. The formulas are the same. Everything about our products stays the same, except we are rebranding. So the packaging is going to be different. And the website is going to be whatever your username is, .neora.com. You don't have to do anything, but on February the 1st, they're going to make the switch. And so on February 1st, there won't be website access because they're going to need time to switch that over. Hopefully they can do it in a day. they think they can, but there might be some bugs on the other end. We just have to realize that most companies who rebrand take a lot of time to do this, and our company's doing it in a really, really short period of time. Let's see, all my Zoom links are always the same. So whatever you get in that thread it's just keep that, copy that onto your notes or something so that you can tune in to any of the prospecting Zooms or any of the training Zooms with that same link. Ashley, do you want to unmute yourself and just give a little bit of ground of what we're talking about here tonight so that we can open it up for questions in a minute?
Sure. I'm not sure what else I can really add to everything you already said, but you know, the main thing is using third-party tools and, you know, just getting somebody's interest and, like Ann said, showing lots of pictures or sending a video. Did you touch base at all about a three-way call, or didn't go into that yet?
Why don't you say a little bit about why you think third party is so effective and important, and then talk a little bit about what a three-way call is.
Okay, great. So a third party works a lot better, and it's been a proven system for the company and a lot of other companies as well. That one, you're not doing all the talking, so sometimes you will talk right out of a sale, you'll talk too much, you'll come off too salesy. So if you just kind of spark somebody's interest and then offer to give them more information, this is also duplicatable for somebody new that comes into the business. Can do this as well without knowing anything at all, and, you know, be really, really successful. And they can teach their team to do the same. So usually we like to implement something called a three-way call, which normally after somebody has taken a look at something, like used a sample of the product or saw a video or came to a Zoom, one of those third-party tools, then when you follow up with them, you always want to try to set up a follow-up that you're going to give them a call, say such and such a date, to get their questions answered, because you're sure they're going to have questions. So you try to set that follow-up beforehand so you're not chasing them around. When you do follow up with them after they've taken a look at something, they're probably going to start asking you questions, and then normally what I usually do, and a lot of other people usually do, is say, oh, you know, I'll already have a time where I can give Ann or someone else in the company who is, you know, a successful person. We kind of already have it planned. So once they start asking questions, I'll edify Ann and say, you know, there's my friend and mentor in the company. I would love for her to give you her story and, you know, just and get all your questions answered, because I really don't know. She's been in the company for so long. And then that way you can just put someone else on the phone. They can do all the answering of the questions and basically do the selling for you. And it takes the pressure off of you, and it doesn't come off salesy to the other person. Anything else you think that I missed or want to clarify in?
I want to add that when somebody's brand new, like you guys are, you can consider yourselves brand new for your first few months. You'd say, you know, that's a great question. I want to get my mentor on the phone super quick, because this is how they train us, is they ask us if if they're available, if they can answer the questions, and then we listen to the answers, and that's how we learn. So that's pretty irrefutable. Like, you can't argue with that. You're new. You can say, I'm new. There's several different price points. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Let me just get my friend Ashley on the phone. And I want to hear how she answers that question. This is how I'm learning. Hang on a second. So you're not saying, can I get Ashley on the phone? You're saying, that there's a few different ways to answer that question, and I'm totally new. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Hang on one second. I think Ashley is around. She's had a lot of success. She's been in a lot longer than me, and she's actually mentoring me. So she told me this is how I'm going to learn. Hang on one second. And just you're going to be amazed at how, if you edify like that, she's had success. She's helping me. She's mentoring me. I want to hear how she answers that question so that I can learn. This is how I'm learning. Hang on, let me get her. It works so well that all you have to do is do one and see how well it works, and then you're going to understand why we're suggesting this. So yeah. That was excellent, Ash. I'm glad you could share about the importance of third-party tools. It takes the pressure off of you, basically. Yeah. You can do it in your first 5 minutes of being in the business. You don't have to know anything, even what the products are called or anything. Just say, person I'm working closely with who's been in for a long time, 2 people actually, they're going to be doing the Zoom, and that's why I want you to come. We're all going to be on together, and I'm going to learn along with you. But I'm excited for you to look at this, and afterwards we can get together and get all your questions answered. You're not saying I can answer all your questions. You're saying we can get your questions answered. Another thing that I want to pick up on that she said is, when you show somebody a video, let's say they can't be on a Zoom and you offer to send a video, and we're going to show you how to do that. You say, if I send you this video, will you watch it? If I send you a video, would you watch it? It's only about 20 minutes long. When do you think you can watch it? Because if you're like me, you'll have questions, and I want to be available to get your questions answered. If you're like me, you'll have questions. So when do you think you can watch it? Because I'd like to be available to you to get your questions answered. Is 8 o'clock tomorrow good for you, or 9? Which is better? So you've got your book out. You're looking to make sure you're not doing something else, and you're making that follow-up appointment. Somebody can watch a 20-minute video within a 42-hour window. But you don't want to make it so far out. I was like, I'll talk to you in 2 weeks, because then all the gas is gone out of the car. You want to make it as close to now as possible. I'm really excited to get your feedback. So when can we talk? I'm free tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, which is better for you? It's really like simple. Why don't we answer some questions? Michelle or Leanne, if you've got a question, now is the time to ask it, because your question is everybody else's question. And we want to help you understand how to get out of the gate, how to start, getting customers, how to be looking for other people who might want to make some extra money too. Gonna unmute everybody here. Now you're all unmuted, so.
I have a question. If I send a video to someone and they want to send it to somebody in a different language, if they send it in their language on the phone, is it converted?
Not if they forward it. Do you know how to send a video?
Yes.
Great. So
I sent a video to the person who actually bought the product.
Great.
But she's going to try, and if she likes it, she wants to send to her family in China.
Perfect. So
but they don't speak English, so
that's fine. We've got the videos in all the different languages where we're marketing this stuff. So
how would she go? Would she just resend it, or would she have to? Okay.
She would have to ask you to send it in the appropriate language. But what I would probably suggest to her is, why don't you become a brand partner and have your own, database with videos so that you can send the videos if they're interested in finding out more. I don't know if that's gonna be interesting to that person or not, but otherwise it would be sent from your website.
Okay.
And you would get a notice that so-and-so, you would have to add them as a contact in your Go Prospect. Super quick.
Okay.
I just want to show anybody who's watching the replay how to send a video.
Leanne, if you get their email address, I'll show you how to change it to a different language,
Okay.
because probably texting it won't work
Okay.
if it's in another country. So I think it would have to be email, right, Anne?
So here's your back office. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
So this is after you log in with your username, which is whatever goes before .neorium.com, which is going to turn into .neora.com, Neora, by the way. And you're going to go under the second tab, which is resources, and you're going to hit Go Prospect. And that's going to bring up the video library. So you can add a contact here. You can share a video. I'm going to click share a video. It's working on it. It's working on it. By the way, there's a yeah. Your video. I don't know what's wrong. Hey, Ashley, can you try? Can you open up your own website? You can share your screen from there. Mine seemed to be like stuck in Neverland. So you can also send the foreign language video to your friend who has people in China, and she can then forward that. If you don't want to put, a lot of different people that you don't know in your own database, that could even be better. But you're still going to get the notification, Leanne, that so-and-so has.
Okay.
Now, as far as offering it to patients, it's going to help a lot that you guys are going to have pictures to show, but I wouldn't wait for those TVs or whatever is going to be showing the pictures in the waiting room or wherever. I wouldn't wait for that. I would have pictures in your phone. You can pull those off of Making People Better, ! Facebook group, or you can ask Michelle to forward the pictures that we sent to her, or you can, yeah, those are the ways. You can take them off of Facebook. Yeah, Michelle.
I haven't seen Leanne yet. I'm trying to figure out a way when Dennis comes down, but North Jersey, we actually had them made into laminated albums, so the girls have them. Wow.
That is a very, I think I like the tactile idea. It's like people like to turn pages and handle things. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Even better. They can stare at it while they're waiting for their appointment or something.
Yeah, they came out nice.
Oh, I'm so glad. And we also have brochures for everybody too that I
Yep.
send to everyone, which do say Neorium on them. One thing about the brochures or any printed material that you have is make sure that you have your website on it and your contact information. So you can write www.annford.neorium.com. That's mine. You would use yours. And then under that, www.annford.neora.com. You can make labels and stick them on. You know, just make sure you never give a tool to somebody, printed material, a brochure or something like that, without having some way that they can find you. Because you don't want them to just go to a generic Nerium website, Neora website, and buy straight
Hey,
from.
can you give me the mouse?
Are you able to pull that up, Ash?
Yeah. Yep. Let me share my screen. And okay. Can everybody see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go to share video. And is mine doing the same thing as yours? Oh, there we go. Okay. And then you can either select a category, or if you want to view all of the videos, I'm going to go to all. And there's all the videos here. So we'll send an age IQ product usage video. And that's always good to either send to someone that you gave a sample to, or to somebody who purchased, a preferred customer who purchased the night cream. That way they can take a look at that and know if they're using it correctly. Okay, so we'll email that. So we're gonna select email. And then you would just choose from your list of customers. So I'll just choose the first person. And then you would type in the specifics of what you would want to say to them, the subject, agree to the anti-spam, and then send the message.
Can you also show them how to preview what they're sending so they can see it themselves?
Sure. So let me go back.
You just hit the back button again,
Yeah. So if you wanted to take a look at the video before you sent it, instead of hitting select, you would hit preview. And then we can play that video.
Great. If you go back to all the videos again, you and I can talk about which videos we like the best, because there's so many of them.
Sure. Let me see if it's not letting me get back there. Oh, there we go. Okay. So these are all the videos here.
We both love product overview, which is the top one with Amber on it. It's a little long, but if somebody's looking at the business, I would definitely send them the product overview. Or if somebody becomes a preferred customer with one of the, let's say one of the face products, I would send them the product overview and probably put in the message of the email. I just wanted you to see the other things that we offer in case there was something else that you wanted to try.
Very good. I was just looking at some videos today. Well, I had some downtime at the hospital, and I think it's a newer one that they've added, but I really liked it. Neora Last Run Club. That's not the one I was referring to, but this one's also a little lengthy, but very good for someone who's interested in the business. And I send it to a lot of prospects who are really business minded. I think it gives a lot of good information about the company, and it's the CEO and the president. The president of Neora is interviewing our CEO, Jeff Olson. think it was, let's see, I'm going to narrow this down a little bit so I don't have to flip through this.
Can I just point one out real super
Yeah.
before you leave
sure.
this page? Go down about 4 lines. One more. One more. It's discover the power of a side hustle.
Okay, right there.
That's
Can everybody see that?
yeah, that's an interview that Amber, our chief marketing officer, does with this woman who wrote a book about the importance of multiple streams of income for anyone who wants to be financially secure. And it's fun, it's light, it feels like girls talking to each other as opposed to anybody convincing somebody of something. And it's powerful. I have another team who's using that a lot and really finding that people respond to it and find it the right tone for wanting to know more.
That's a good one. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. It's actually the one I was looking for is right above that, Better with Miriam US 2018. This one's good because it gives a little overview of both the product and the business, and I believe the video is only about 15 minutes long, so it'll give a little taste of both. I think that one's, a good one just as kind of standard. Any other ones you like, Ann?
I like Better with Miriam too. It's very perky. So if someone isn't excited about free trips and, all the kind of the dazzling side stuff that we get, I think you'll know by previewing it before you send it if it's gonna be a good fit for the person that you're sending it to. But just keep in mind that you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. If they're going to resonate with the company, it almost doesn't matter which tool you use. So you don't have to fuss too much about it.
Excellent. Okay. And if you wanted to add a contact before you sent a video, if they weren't already in your contacts, you would just go to up here, the contacts page, or on that home screen, there was a larger button, and then you could add new contacts, and you would just put in all their info. It won't allow you to send anything if there is no either cell phone number, or you would have to have a email address, either or both. So you'd have to get at least one of those.
But you don't have to have their
information.
Right.
Right, not unless you wanted to send them a sample.
Yeah.
Right.
There is a training, as you can see in the upper right corner, that frankly I've never done because I was able to figure it out without the training, but there's so many things that this database does. You might as well learn all the bells and whistles. But I wouldn't overwhelm yourself with it because, again, you've got the Zooms, you've got all kinds of other things that can deliver the message. There is a Go Prospect app too on your smartphone that you can download if you're a brand partner. I would recommend putting that in your phone so that you can use that. I'm looking to see. I think you have to stop the share, Ashley.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't know what it's doing. There we go. It hides at the top.
Isn't that weird? I know.
I can't find it.
Your Wi-Fi.
Woo. Okay, what other questions do you have?
What if I have somebody who is kind of on the side of wanting just to buy the product, but I think they might want to be a brand partner, but they're not really interested in me telling them about this is a good idea for a side gig even, Is there just a short little video that you think is best to send them to say, hey, check this out and give me a call, tell me what you think?
If they've expressed interest in the business?
Well, no, I think they would be good at like being a brand partner with their personality, but right now they're just kind of like, because this is what I'm doing, they're interested in seeing what I'm doing
Mhm.
and want to buy a product, but I want to send them a little something to kind of get like a little bit of the gist.
Okay, I would send them better with Miriam.
Okay,
What would you send, Ashley?
Yeah, I agree.
okay.
Mm,
It actually says better with Miriam 2018. I would,
yeah. Uh,
you're cutting out a little bit with your earphones. It's a good question, though. Ashley, why don't you share a little bit about how you share this in the office? But you're frozen. Technology. Technology. It's our best friend and it's our worst enemy, I'm telling you. We love technology, though. We love it, love it, love it. Now you're back. Say something.
Oh, she's froze.
Rose.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, you're back.
Better.
So what have you found to be the best ways to bring this up to someone who's a client in your office? Patient, or whatever you call them.
It's to bring it up. I mean, I'm in the room with them. So if I notice that they have discoloration, or if they, a lot of them will say, oh, what can I do about my wrinkles? What can I do about my brown spots, or my skin is sagging? I just go, oh my God, I have, something. I started working with this company, check this out. And I just really pictures. I show them a ton of pictures. And then they'll usually ask, where do I get it? Some people aren't ready to buy right then and there. I'll always give them some sort of information, or if they're not ready to buy, ask if they want to try a sample and then follow up with them afterwards. So I get their information.
Do you take their picture before you hand them the sample?
No, not the samples. I should start doing that, but I do take their pictures if they purchase and become a customer.
Yeah, and what do you find to be the best practice for taking a picture? How do you get the best picture?
Well, we're in the exam rooms a lot where there are no windows. The lighting is fluorescent, so it's not the ideal picture taking scenery, but the best way to do it is to have good lighting in front of a window, facing a window, full face. I always really hate it. And then left and right sides also, close up.
I just got a text.
I will usually,
Go
what's
ahead.
that? Then I will usually text them their own pictures. That way, that's an easy way for me to get their permission to have their cell phone number and to follow up.
Yeah, and you may not have their own personal information if you didn't do that.
Right.
I just got a text from someone who is trying the night cream, day cream for a month. And he sent me his after pictures after I asked him like 5 times, well, 3 times. And when I put them together, I wish I had them on my computer. They were his skin looked so much better. And I'm telling you, he had no idea what this stuff was doing, because you look in the mirror every single day of your life. You look in the mirror to brush your teeth. You do not remember what you looked like yesterday. You're only seeing what you see in the mirror. So you don't know if you're undergoing major transformation. All the freckles on his nose were gone. And I didn't take the pictures, he did. So he can't say to me, you put a filter on it or something. He's got the pictures in his phone for proof. So That's the stuff.
Mm.
As for your friend who you think would be great at the business and
Mhm.
she's buying the product as a customer, is that right? As a preferred customer? You could just
Well-
say, I think you'd be great at the business. I want you to just look at this 15-minute video and I'd like your feedback on the video.
Right, okay, because I told her I was going to send her a video. I told her to check it out. I think you'll be great at this. And she said, okay, we'll see.
That's perfect. You did it, you A+. That's perfect. I want you to see it. I think you'd be great at this. Then, when do you think you can look at it? I'd like to get your feedback. I'd like to know, what you think.
Right,
If you just say we'll talk after you've watched it, it adds no urgency at all. It's like
right.
that could be in 100 years. People have a lot going on and they get very distracted. But if it's
Right.
important to you to know, it means a lot. Your opinion means a lot to me. I'd love to hear what you think once you've checked it out. When do you think you'd be able to watch it? Because I'd like to circle back around tomorrow night. Okay with you, or whatever time, as long as you're available. Then if they're really interested, you say, you know what, hop on the Zoom on Wednesday night and you can ask your questions to this gal out in California who's doing really, really, really well with this. And she's helping all of us follow in her footsteps.
Mhm.
Send you the link. If I send you the link, would you be on? That's a great, it adds momentum to the exposure process, and you're
Right.
creating interest, you're building on the interest, it's got momentum.
Mhm.
The longer time in between exposures, the more likely other stuff is going to fill their head, and they're going to think, oh yeah, I was interested in that, but I'm really too busy for another job.
Right.
It's going to be a big thing, it's going to suck their time. They don't realize that if they do this and learn how to do it around whatever else they're doing, dropping their kids off on a play date, or standing in the coffee line, or whatever they're doing, they can create time freedom for themselves by building something like this. They're not trading time for money.
Right. Okay.
Super cool. By the way, did your son look at the video again? Did he have other questions? Speaking of following up,
Oh, he said he's gonna bug Ashley.
He's
Have my party.
so this Ashley or
This
some other,
Ashley.
he's gonna bug her. When exactly is he going to bug her? Can you set that up? It's like Ashley's available at this time or this time. I'd like to set that up for you. What works best for you?
Right, on February 10th. I already set, we're gonna have a little party.
Oh, you're having a at-home party?
Yeah.
What's that?
We can even set the relay call. We can even. Am I cutting out again?
Yeah.
I hate this. See.
Are you chatting?
I'm typing. Yes.
An at-home party is a great way for busy people to move this along. We can even set up a three-way call if you would like, so that he could meet Ashley. Is that what you're thinking, Ash?
Yeah, either I've met Brandon before. We know each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But either by phone or what have you.
Good. So an at-home party, I know a lot of people in their mind think Tupperware, boring and no one will come, and it just sounds, I was never invited to a Tupperware thing, but I can only imagine how boring it might be. But if you're looking for people in your network who might be interested in the business, just say, what got Ashley was, I'm serving wine. Come over and have some wine. Wine and cheese and wine. And do you like red or white? Okay, everybody is coming over to my house on Friday night at 7 o'clock or whatever. Pick a time and just say, I want to show everybody at the same time, do you like red wine or white wine? I'm putting you down for white wine. Okay. And we're just going to have some fun and take a look. I just want you to see it. Leave your wallet at home. Leave your credit card at home. And the process for that is called a real results party. But you can call it a get-together if you want, just to make it like, let's just come over, just see, just have some fun, have some wine. And all my friends are coming at the same time because heck, I'm busy. I don't have time to do, a big presentation for each person, but I've got somebody who's going to Skype in, or in your case, if you're local to Ashley, I have someone who's doing really well, who's going to be here. She can answer the questions and we'll just have some fun. Heck, it may not be for you, but you won't know unless you take a look. And they're going to say, why can't you tell me about it now? And be like, because I have to call 20 more people, and I have to walk the dog, and I have to take a shower, and I have to put the kids to bed. Can you come? Can I count on you to be there? That's it. And with a big smile on your face, like, we will have some fun and some wine. That's how you invite to the party, to the get-together, to the circle up, to the wine and cheese party that you're having to celebrate your new side gig. You could say, I'm having a celebration about my new side gig. Come over. I want everybody to see what I'm doing. Probably not for you, but I'm just giving a little wine and cheese so that people can see what I'm doing. Because you may know somebody that you could point my way. I don't know if it's for you or not, but I'd love your feedback about it. And it would mean a lot to me if you come check it out. Now, is there anything in that, Leanne, that seems weird or scripty or insincere or anything?
No, I told them that I'm got a side gig going and I want you to come see what I'm doing. And it's skincare products, it's through work, and most of the girls know I talk about Ashley and she's my PA, and so I'm like, Ashley's like, it's been doing it. They're like, okay, we'll come.
Now, because you're inviting for February 10th, which seems like it might as well be in 100 years, you want to circle back with them maybe a day or two before the actual event and just say, I have you down for red wine. I want to make sure I get enough. And can you feel free to bring somebody. How many people should I put you down for? You want to bring a friend. That way they get a reminder. They may need to check your address. You're giving them a nudge because they may not even, something else may have come up for them. You just want to circle back around to make sure they're coming. So how I implied that of course they're coming, and would they like to bring somebody, you need to know how much wine to get. It gives them a way to remind themselves that this is important to you and that you can't wait to see them. And it means the world to you that they're willing to support you and check out your new thing. That seems to work really well. It means the world to me that you're coming out to support me and check this out. It really is meaningful. Because then they're not going to bail on you at the last minute, but I'm too tired, I can't go to your house. If it means the world to you. These are good. This is really, really good. What else you got? Let's talk. Let's solve all the problems ahead of time.
I about 6 more minutes.
Fine, as much time as you want.
I don't have any more questions.
Michelle, do you have anything?
No.
I'm unmuting you. Oh, there you go.
Okay, there we go. No, all good, all good. Like I said, my only concern was where to find more people.
Well, if you've got 500 contacts in your phone and you've put the people that you think would be great at this or that you'd love to work with on a list, and you've called every single person, then go back to your phone again and do another 20 names or something on your list. Because it could be the guy who sold you your car. It could be the person who hems your pants. It could be the hairdresser who substituted for your hairdresser when she was out having a baby. If you have their phone number in your phone, eventually you're probably going to call it. But you want to prioritize so that you have the people who are nearest and dearest, the closest ones, the ones that you may know their specific situation, that they could use extra money because they really don't like their job, or they could use extra money because they want to send their daughter to dance camp and they can't afford it. You know, if you know somebody's reason why they may be interested in looking at a side gig, then mention it. You know, I know you've said you want to send your daughter to dance camp, but it's really expensive. This may be a way for you to do that. So that's why I thought of you, and that's why I'm reaching out. I don't know if it's for you. I just like for you to look at it, and we're going to,
Right.
you know, and you can drink wine when you're on the Zoom too. Hey, kick back. You don't have to turn your camera on. You don't have, you can be in your jammies with your glass of wine or your cup of cocoa and just watch what it is that we're doing, because I'm excited about it. And I think I found a way to not have to work 8 to faint for the rest of my life. Just repeat your own why. I'm telling you, it may sound like a script, but if you can somehow get that in, you know, I don't know if it's for you, but I think I found a way to not have to rely on the performing arts to offer me jobs when I'm in my, you know, senior years. What a terrible plan that would be. It's like I'm waiting for acting gigs and I'm 75. I'm not 75 yet, but someday I will be. So I have to start thinking, you know, what can I start cooking on the side that's not going to put me in that position of being in the poverty home for aging actors. That is not a good plan at all. I knew it. So you could just say what it is that you're doing it for again, and just say, I just want you to see it. We're going to have some fun. The Zoom is super easy. If I send you the link, would you be there?
Good.
What else can we go over here? I wouldn't fuss too much about all the stuff in the back office that may overwhelm you. That's called the O word. We just don't want you to get overwhelmed. Most of the things that the back office provides aren't relevant to somebody who's starting their first, you know, week or month in this company. You will learn it as you go. This is a learn while you earn kind of business. What we want to do, what Ashley and I want to do, is help you make your investment back. Help you get your first 3 customers so that you don't have to pay for your product next month. Help you start your business. So once you recoup your money and you start making profit, even if it's $45, you're in the black. And that's what we want, because it's going to lend this whole like, hey, it's unbelievable. They're actually really going to pay me to do what I just did, which is tell my best friend she needed to try some face cream and she bought it as a preferred customer. They paid me to do that. Yay, yippee. Which brings me to another point, is like, if you have somebody that you're just soul, you're just buddies, you know, sisters from a different set of parents, reach out to that person and say, I want you to be one of my first customers. You're going to try this stuff. If you don't like it, If you take pictures and you see no difference, then you can cancel it. But I want you to try this stuff because it's awesome, and you can send pictures. You don't have to say much. Just like, check out these pictures that I'm texting you. Look at this. And just have fun with it like that. Is like, I have friends that if they called me up and said that, I'd say, okay, where do I order? What do I do? And you just walk them through the sign up process. I would never, ever, ever, never, ever, never, never, ever just send somebody my website and say, go be a customer. Because they might never click the link, or they may sign up wrong and become a retail customer paying 20% more for exactly the same thing. They don't count as one of your 3 or free if they do that. So I just say, the signing up thing is really, really easy. I can do it. I'm in front of my computer. I can do it right now while we're on the phone. Or you can say, just give me your address, your mailing address, and your credit card information, and I'll put in the order for you and hook you up. I do that all the time because I don't want them waiting on the phone. I don't want them worrying about it. It's just like, I'm gonna hook you up. So which credit card do you want to use? I just write it down and do it later. That's just me. I just want it to be as stress-free as possible for them. I also keep a little notebook of my customers' login if they want me to. I could say, I can help you manage your order if you just don't want to be bothered with it. That way they say, I need more Luma Boost. I can do it for them. They don't even have to think about it. I know I do that with someone in another MLM who does hair products, and I don't want to think about it. I don't want to fiddle with their website. I just want her to do it. People like that. They want it to be easy.
Mm-hmm. I do that with a lot of my customers as well. They'll just text me, oh, hey, I want this month. Okay, great. Put it in.
And you do paper apps for your patients, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Do you check it before they leave to make sure you can read it so that it's really super legible?
And everybody always misses the CVV number, so I always have to make sure that that's there. You just basically need their credit card info, shipping, and email, and phone number.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even if you didn't have the actual application, you could still write it down.
So Wednesday night at 8:00 your time, we're circling up. Now, if you have people who want to come on and you're not available, just let us know that so-and-so is going to be on, and we'll do a little checklist of everybody who, sometimes it says iPhone and just the number, which we can write down if you can't be there. But if you can be there and you see that your friend is on, circle up with them right afterwards and say, okay, what did you like best about what you saw? If you frame it like that, you're kind of encouraging the positive as opposed to the negative. What do you like best about what you saw? And they're going to, give you their feedback. And if they have questions, get Ashley on the phone in a 3-way call, or give me on the phone in a 3-way call. Now, most smartphones work the same way as this iPhone, that when you're looking down at your screen and you see your friend's name, in the lower left corner of an iPhone is something that looks like a plus sign. It is a plus sign. So when you press that, you can get Ashley on the phone, and then that plus sign turns into a merge sign like this. And as soon as you hit it, as soon as you get Ashley, you say, I've got my friend Sally on the other line. She was just on the Zoom. She's asking me questions. She's a hairdresser, and I've known her for 20 years. Then you merge the calls, and all 3 of you are on together. If that's the case, then you want to hit your mute button and let Ashley do the talking. I'm telling you, it works great. But this is my friend Ashley. She's had a lot of success. She's super awesome. Ashley, this is my friend Sally. She's my hairdresser. Mute yourself so that they can have a chat, because it really is the secret sauce here. Ashley will be able to ask your friend questions, but you won't be able to ask your friend. I don't know what it is about the psychology of having someone else besides their friend come into the conversation. But if it's all very lighthearted like that, they will listen. You know, this is my friend Ashley. She's had a lot of success. I wanted to have her answer your questions because this is how I learn. Ashley, this is Sally, my hairdresser. You guys talk. I'm going to mute myself. That's actually how simple it is. But it takes some practice to get a good three-way call in. Now, you can say to your mother or your best friend, I need to practice this thing called a three-way call. Can I practice on you? I need to do it once to make sure I don't hang up on somebody. Can I borrow you for 10 minutes? And if they say yes, then say, okay, watch this 5-minute video, write down 3 questions, and then call me back. And I'll get my mentor on the phone and practice. And the whole thing will take less than half an hour. And just send them a product video or anything. It doesn't matter. Just send them some little short thing. And you get that first one in, how to use your phone like that if you're not familiar with how to do that. You're probably familiar with it, but just in case. Do you have anything to add to that, Ashley?
No, not on that subject. I do want to add, though, there's another New Jersey regional event coming up this Saturday. I will send you guys the information on the group feed. If anyone's available to go to that, there's a lot of great training going on there.
Who's the
And they hold those. I don't know. Let me look.
Are you going to go?
I have my baby shower on Saturday, so not this one, but Deborah came to last month's with me. And I think she really learns a lot. They talked about the new compensation plan and the different things that are going on with Neora. So
the trainer is always a top person in the company. It's somebody who's national marketing director or above. So even if I'm not the trainer, I'm in the audience learning, because I'd say 90% of what I've learned in this business has been from the regional trainings. If you really want to leverage your time and not get it piecemeal, go to a 3-hour training on a one Saturday a month and get poured into by somebody who's been there, done that. And it's fun because you're meeting other brand partners from your area, and you might actually find other people that you can collaborate with, you know. It's interesting aspect of our company is that we actually work together as a company as opposed to staying with our teams, vying for our spot. We have a real abundance mentality about helping each other succeed, and that's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. It's Sarah Fox.
Ah, great. What fun. Anything else, Michelle, that you can think of? Do you want to set up another training video or Zoom, maybe for Friday night or Sunday after night, or I don't know. What do you think?
I think I need to send a group email out just to get a feel which day they're available. You said Friday, Sunday, so.
Friday night would be fine. I could make that work. Sunday is not as good for me, but if it was later in the evening, like 8 o'clock your time on Sunday, that might work. I can make it work.
Okay.
I put it in the group text that we have, that's everybody's on. I think you called it Derm Gals, right, Ash?
Yeah, Derm Girls, yeah.
So go to
You're
Derm
on there, right?
so everyone can see everyone's answers, and there's
You know what? I don't know why that doesn't work for me. I'm guessing you guys are iPhone.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know why it comes up for me. I have everybody in contacts, but when you guys are in that, it just shows me everybody's numbers, no names.
And you have us in as contacts with our names?
Yeah, you guys are all
Yeah.
my contacts. Yeah.
Okay. But you're getting the text messages, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna send
Yeah.
a text, but I just can't tell whose number's responding to me, so.
Um,
Whatever works for you. I just really think sometimes people don't open emails for a long time.
mhm.
No, I'd rather text them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if something else comes up, we are going to have another training. I also am available to help somebody personally if they want to. I can always find a half an hour to have a chat with you. Or if you hit a snag and somebody backs away from you like this, saying, I don't want to hear about your thing.
Yeah.
There might be just a little something that you could add or subtract from the way you're approaching that person that we can course correct before you talk to all the rest of your friends. But don't if somebody backs away from you, that's okay. It could be they're having a bad day. I have no idea. But let's look at it together, because there is going to be a lot of really positive response when people see what this is. So we're not asking for their money initially, we're asking for their time. I want you to see what I'm doing. I want you to hop on this Zoom. It's going to be short. You'll be out of there in 45 minutes. I promise you. I just want you to take a look. I found a way to, pay off my debts or whatever it is. And with that, I guess that's it for tonight. Shall we sign off?
Sounds good. I think so. Thank you, girls.
Well, good.
We'll see you on Wednesday.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Bye, Lee.
Bye.
Thank you, Ann.
My pleasure, Ashley. Thank you.
Bye.